Hello and welcome to What's On for November. As you can see, Marlene couldn't make it, so she sent along a friend.
My name is Frankenstein. Bits of me might fall off.
Well, let's hope that nothing vital falls off while we're recording, because we've got to tell people what's coming up in November.
It's not Frankenstein. It's me. But bits of me might still fall off.
Well, let's hope nothing vital falls off you then. We're recording this just before Halloween, hence the appearance of Frankenstein.
I'm just practicing for the geysers that we'll no doubt get. We sometimes give them a fright because we hear them at the doorbell, and we've got two masks like that, so we put them on and then we suddenly open the door and the kids go, ah!
Friday podcasts for November. There's a sort of general, slightly future-focused, almost time-travel-y theme to November.
Oh, yes, that's right. So
the Friday the 3rd will be the debate from the SNP conference. There was a long debate, and it got quite confusing, I think, particularly if you weren't quite sure what the difference was between a direct negative, a remit back, a resolution. So we tried to sort all that out and let you know exactly what was the proposal, what were the amendments, what was the result, and where that goes now in the future.
The audio podcast is on the 3rd, but then we've also got the video version of it coming out the week after.
Premiere on the Tuesday, the 7th.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock on our YouTube channel. We'll hopefully be there in the comments if anybody wants to join in and give us your thoughts.
And after listening to it or watching it, you might think, oh yeah, well, that's a move in the right direction. Or you might think, oh, something's not quite all there though, and something else needs to kind of happen. So you've got those questions. Tweet about it and tag us in, or go into Facebook and tag us in. It would be good to get a bit of a response. Because we were thinking about response back, that's what's going to lead into our next podcast, where we got together with 3 SNP members, and they were all there at the conference to find out, what their response was. Did they agree with it all? Did they not? What do they think?
That'll be Friday the 10th, and there'll also be a video version of that will go out on 14th. That'll be a Tuesday YouTube premiere video. Yep. And so that's kind of looking to the future of where's the strategy going to take us. Interesting that they all sort of homed in one particular bit they all liked, which was very future focused. We won't spoil the surprise.
We won't spoil the surprise. And if you're thinking, well, look, you're only talking to SNP members, we are aiming to get together with people who are maybe members of the other couple of independent supporting parties and ask them what they think about that as a possible strategy going forward, or is it even a strategy? A realistic strategy, but that's to come.
Friday the 17th, that's the one day we're not sure what's going into that slot yet. It probably won't be that third one that Marlene's just spoken about, just because we won't have time to pull it together with everything else we've got on this month. But what we might be bringing instead is an episode of Rising Clyde.
For the environmental programme. That's due out quite soon, so as soon as it's gone out, we'll be able to get it for a podcast. But at the moment, I don't even know what it's about, so... But they're always good.
And then the following Friday will be the podcast version of our Nebizai episode for this month. This is where the real time travel comes in, because we're going to be focusing on the Future Voices project. Marlene and I have built a time travel machine.
We're
pretty sure it'll work. Fingers crossed.
Just as long as we manage to get back from the future. I mean, that's the tricky bit, isn't it? Oh, here we go, back.
So, yes, we're going to be looking at Future Voices. There will, of course, be the video version of that will be on Independence Live's YouTube channel, also shared into ours. That'll be the premiering on the 21st of November at 8 o'clock. Future Voices is a really quite ambitious project that's come up just from grassroots folk who responded to the idea that it's no good talking about process. And again, this is the same theme as came out of the conference. It's not about process. It's about what kind of future are we going to have? Why do we need to be independent? So the 21st of November will be the video version, and then the audio version will be Friday podcast for the 24th. And then we have run out of days in November. So bits and pieces for November will be on the 1st of December. Because it's usually the last Friday of the month, but we ran out of Fridays.
Good, so that's November.